Let's get to Walmart. Up in the pre-market, company posts a quarterly beat, raises its outlook for the full year, although the current quarter guidance is just shy of consensus. U.S. comps up 7.4. We were looking for something with a 5 as consumers shifted more purchases to grocery. E-commerce, though, up 26, Jim, after Amazon 11 and Target down 3.
I'm so glad you pointed that out. The two surprises are e-commerce and international. Yesterday, Brian Cornell, otherwise I thought really good call from Target, mentioned, hey, of course you know that e-commerce is slowing down. More people are coming back to the stores. And it was said in the notion of course. Well, of course, Walmart continues to build e-commerce. And David, you know how you first brought out that Amazon could have this amazing advertising business?
Yeah, we just discussed it some time back.
Walmart making money.
Are they?
Yeah, a lot of money. So, and you've got John Rainey there, late of PayPal, and he's a terrific CFO.
John David Rainey, right? Doesn't he like to? Apparently, he likes to go by his full.
He didn't
name.
when he was at PayPal. You know,
that's what.
I was Jimmy Cramer on the trading desk.
Courtney says in her notes here.
All right, so
David Rainey.
I'm so glad we brought that up because that was right where I was going. You know what?
McMillan.
Okay, so listen, Princess Bride. There is the early read is so positive on Walmart that it makes me wonder why anyone felt. I mean, did people really think it was going to be bad after Target? It's better than Target, but a lot of it's food. But then again, who cares? I mean, food may not have the margins, but the fact is that they pivoted big. And it's interesting that they were talking about how people are buying smaller form factor.
Yes.
They should be buying the Walmart brand, which tastes really good. I could do a taste test with you. You wouldn't know string beans.
Really? String beans?
Yeah.
Wait, there's a Walmart string bean brand?
It's about as good as it gets.
Wow, interesting.
I didn't.
Yo, David Giant. It's fantastic. 1 for 1. I did taste tests. No one could tell.
Of course you did. Because why wouldn't you be doing taste tests of string beans?
Channel checks.
Channel check.
I mean, let me check the string bean quality today at Walmart. Because I got nothing else to do.
Granular research.
I'm just. We'll get to that later.
Well, let me tell you, okay?
The CFO does say consumers are trading down to smaller pack sizes, which you just said.
But which makes no sense because that's the big ripoff.
And also says discretionary spending, such as on electronics, TVs, home apparel, more selective, waiting until items go on sale. Jim.
And the cadence was not great, but the cadence at Target was an amazing drop-off. Look, I just think that when you look at what Walmart's doing, the operating margins are really good, and I point that out within the confines of how much they raise people's salaries. Remember when they had that $14 salary, and you thought, well, wait a second.
I remember when, now this is a long time ago, my second documentary, it was $10. That's what they were talking. Yeah,
I know.
It was a debate around 10.
My late father
said, a long
said,
time ago.
Does Walmart not know about the 13th Amendment? And then you did Amazon. And my father said, did Amazon not know that they freed the slaves? I mean, those documentaries, they reminded me of, it was like they were with a factory floor behind them. No, that's completely.
That was different.
No, I just think.
But to your point, it's a long time ago when wages have gone up dramatically, and we don't talk about that as an issue any longer for Walmart. And frankly, Amazon led the way to a certain extent. Where are they? Close to $20.
But how about Target putting so many people through school and yet nobody cares? I mean, these are kind of like people care less about this. They care about ESG more than they care about this. These companies have made major changes, and yet they are so impressive. And how much money they've made and how big they became during COVID. It was obvious that Watch, another one of my acronyms that nobody gives me credit for anymore, just took huge market share away from everyone. And they did it. By the way, Home Depot, it was bad weather in California. It is 1/5 their stores. I didn't think Home Depot was that bad. I think Lowe's will tell us that you'll see that it's not that bad. Home Depot was up 10 yesterday. But I think that these companies have pulled away. A lot of retailers closed during COVID. Forget that there were these, it was really hard to get the special payments, the PPP. What happened is just the marginal guys closed, and then it's look out. And Walmart is a big winner during this period.
They also increased that whole picking up at the ordering online, picking up at the store, using the store almost as a distribution
and
center.
People love Walmart. Really did well with that. Yes. That's Target did well too. I don't want to. Brian Cornell had a good quarter, but this quarter was excellent from Walmart. It was just excellent.
As a percentage of sales, e-commerce now 17 versus 6 in 2019. It's tripled during COVID.
Look, these guys know how to do it, and they did it in a way. If you use it, the whole thing is completely automated. It's just 100. Look, this is like 100% digitized, and you just got to applaud them.